Okay, it's Divine Vert here. I'm getting ready to play AnArmchair. In what I think is round 7. He's running a Golgari Explore deck, but his deck is tuned to beat decks that aren't mine. He doesn't have very much in the way of late game power. He doesn't have fine finalities. I think he only has 1 Carnage Tyrant, 1 Ferox. So I feel like I should be okay. He goes first, which is the first negative of the match. Pretty much already racking this up as a loss because of that. Okay. Guess I'll leave Island. I'll still have to go Swamp 2 to have Moment Craving up. But having Ritual is good because it cleans up all these guys. Even if Wild Growth is able to get big from a Jade Light or something along that line. Branch Walker's fine. There's a Tyrant, okay. Well, I'm gonna need Hand Hate. If I can get that out of his hand, then that'll be good for me. I'll keep it so I have a second black source. Counter something like a Planeswalker or something otherwise. Maybe a Ferox if it tries to come down. Missed a land drop, that's a good sign. I'll keep you just to play a little safe around things like Ferox. Still a long ways off mana-wise from Carnage. Jade Light, okay. Anywhere else? Ferox. I can counter Ferox and cast down Jade Light. Plus, if he tries to play out Ferox, that means I can safely play things like Disinformation Campaign without him being able to cheat a big creature into play. Benefit is, even though he has both these, they're both exposed to me, so I can play around them. He's clearly going through in his head, should I play Ferox, should I not play Ferox? Even though I have the answer, I think it's probably still good to try to jam it. Because I doubt he's winning the long game with me. Just a Chupacabra? Okay, I'll just Moment Craving that. Contempt. I don't really need it. do 5 cards in my graveyard. I'll counter that. That will transform my search for his content. I will definitely keep that. So he has Moment of Craving, Ferox Tyrant. So now he doesn't really have much of a choice. He kind of has to try to force down. Or he can play J-Blood Ranger. Annoying. What do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably still worth it. I have plenty of things to deal with Ferox once he gets to the board. He is trying to count whether or not I can use his Kanta plus a counter spell, I'm guessing. Which I can. And I will definitely take that to Fairy with his Kanta, if he's not conceding already. I'm guessing he's considering it. He's pretty far behind at this point. If he hasn't conceded yet, I suspect Teferi hitting the board would cause it to happen. But he does. Okay, so I go to my sideboard list. I didn't make a ton of changes. I think I only put in 3 cards. Pull a Disinformation Campaign. I had the 4th Thought Erasure. I had the 4th Eldest Reborn. Cut a Moment Craving. So the other 2 cards I would have added. Well, I had a Thought Erasure. I add Thought Erasure and Eldest Reborn. I take out Moment of Craving and a Disinformation Campaign. And those are the only changes. I assume he's saying he wants to be on the play. He can board in another Tyrant, board in a bunch of Duresses. I think he's pulling a lot of removal, but I don't know if it's worth it to bring in Thief of Sanity. I may reevaluate after game 2. I wanted to go with this list because, especially being on the draw game 2, because I just don't know how much removal he's going to leave in. Pulling up his list, I would board in, I would probably board in Bronzodon, I would board in Duress, I would probably board in the Planeswalker, I'd probably board in Carnage Tyrant, so that means he's making at least like 9 cuts, so I mean it's probably going to be pretty much all his removal. Cut out the Cast Down, the Moment of Craving, the Price of Fame, the Contempt will stay, Status might stay, but I think it's probably better served to be Bronzodon because it's also a threat. Chupacabras probably come out. Maybe Palaka Worm comes out because it's just expensive, but I don't know. Game 3 might see me make additional cuts for my top end to put in Thief of Sanities. Maybe the last 2 disinformation campaigns come out, and maybe even Chromium comes out to make room for 3 Thief of Sanities. He will be on the play. Here we go. Didn't look like a terrible hand on the play, but I mean on the draw. But my opponent goes first. Okay. I can make it work, I think. Far from what I described as an ideal draw, but I'm not sure what he pulls. In a typical scenario, he'd pull Teferi, but there are 2 of them, so probably the Sabotage or the Craving. I don't know how his deck lines up. When I untap, I'm almost certainly going to cast Craving on his Land War Elf, so if he really needs the mana, I would take that out. And that does suggest to me that he probably does need the mana. Okay. I'm going to name one of my sweepers pretty quick. He has to pitch it, because if he doesn't, he's going to miss another land drop. It's painful to do it, because there's always a possibility it's just going to give him a free Ferox, which will borderline just kill me, but I need to start digging. He doesn't have it, okay. So I'm set to take at least 8. Oof. Okay, well, I need a sweeper and I need it now. So I'll take 8. Going to 1. It's not where you want to be. So I got one more draw to draw a sweeper. And then start a very dramatic comeback. 4 out of 48 in 12 shot. But he does keep Chupacabra in, so that means I probably don't want to take out. I probably don't want to put in his Insanity. So go to 1. That will not do it. So I'm going to run the same list back, I think. I go first, and this seems like a good hand, so I will keep. Turn to his Kanta. Big as usual. Could turn 1 to rest it, which would annoy me. Okay. I have been unfortunate in not being able to start with my own early hand destruction. On all 4 of them. I did not bring the duresses in. Maybe that was a mistake, but well, that frees up a turn 2 syncopate. Sabotage is not online. Okay, I need to get some of my action. And it's not very good right now. I'm tempted to keep him from drawing a card. Okay, well there's a counter. cast down that since I can't hit with rituals. So that... Oh man, missing blue sources is painful because my deck has a lot of those. Perfectly timed Thought Erasure. Perfectly timed. Yeah. Oh. Good games. Good games to my opponent.